Let me ask you something. I have dear friends that are cops. I grew up with a lot of cops. As a criminal, I've never had a beef with a cop. You'll never hear me on a podcast or anything call a cop a derogatory name. That's why I've always had that attitude. That's why I've never had that problem with police officers. There was one cop in my 51 years on this planet that I had a problem with, and that was the cop that got assigned on the Vela kidnapping. Me and him went back and forth for fucking months.
Like he came to your house and told you they were coming for you and stuff?
No.
Not that one?
This was a guy that took his job a little bit too fucking seriously. And on the Vela kidnapping, he became, Johnny Saint on the scene. He looked at it from a different perspective. He didn't look at it from anybody's perspective. He had a different outlook on it, which I forget what the fuck it was. He had the outlook that you guys were scumbags when you took this guy down, and there was no drugs involved. You were trying to rob him. You know, there were drugs involved. There was just no trace of drugs. There was a scale that was cleaned off. And there was other paraphernalia, but there was no proof of the fucking drugs. So they were saying, no, you guys tried to rob him. And that was his intent from day one, this guy. But this guy didn't let up on me at all. Even after I went away to prison and I came back for the community service hearing, he was there. And he was leaning against me all the fucking way. And there was a couple times we had just verbal exchanges. You know, he was a big guy, but I hated him that much and he hated me, you know. His hate for me, in turn, made me fucking hate him because I knew,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
But besides that, I've never really had a problem with any fucking cop.
No, I mean, it's terrible, but it does suck when people take their jobs too seriously. Like, I waited in line for 30 minutes today at UPS.
What the fuck happened to you, UPS? Think about your words. UPS. What the fuck were you doing at UPS for 30 minutes?
Because I had a gift that was going to get delivered, and I wasn't at my house because you can't wait at your house from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and I went to go pick it up Saturday, but they wouldn't give it to me, so I had to go back today.
Why didn't they give it to you Saturday?
They said even though I called the 800 number, I didn't put a formal request to get the package. So I came back.
It's just bureaucracy like a motherfucker.
And then they weren't going to give it to me because my ID doesn't have my new address on it. And I was this close to like ripping their computers and throwing it on the wall. I was fuming, but I worked a lot of I worked 3 or 4 retail jobs and restaurant jobs, and I worked for 5 or 6 years. It's tough.
It's tough dealing with the public. Very tough.
But the thing I'll say is, I think they're going to run into an issue asking for a $15 minimum wage, because I don't think a lot of these people working there deserve $15 an hour. So they're going to lose their jobs. Because a lot of these people are just, it's beyond the worst.
At UPS.
Everywhere. I was at Target today. I was at CVS today. And I don't know if they're overworked.
The service has gone down horrifically in this country. They judge everything by labor versus workforce. The amount, everything is done by a fucking formula. You walk into, listen, I do all my business with CVS. The only reason why I go to CVS is I love the 2 girls, and it isn't their fault. It isn't their fault.
Yeah, that's true.
They got 2 girls working there. One is filling prescriptions. The other one is taking prescriptions and picking them up and giving them to people. Breaking down the prescription. You have to drink it with 2 every 4 hours. What's that? 4 every 2 hours? No, 2 every 4 hours. Oh my God, I need glasses. Well, we'll talk about it later. It's 2 fucking hours.
Right.
It's tough. And the phone's ringing. Pharmacy line 1. Pharmacy line 2. Pharmacy. When I go to CVS now, I prepare for a 25-minute wait.
Right. I worked at CVS for 2 years.
I grab in. I get what I got to do. My nasal shit, the fucking Visine for the reefer eye. I get whatever else I need, tape for my wrist, for jiu-jitsu, whatever the fuck I need. I stand online. I just take the beating. So when I get there, that's it. And it bothers me because the front counter has the chiclets. The bite size like a motherfucker. I need 1 package of those to get me straight once a week, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? There's a gas station on Laurel Canyon by your house.
Yeah.
They got them. So on the way down the Comedy Store, I pull over there and get 1 package before my sets. It sets me straight. Some people do steroids. Some people do drugs before their sets. I pop those little chiclets.
You love gum. You have like a gum by the liquor store that we go to.
The Mexican gum, the foreigner thing, I love that.
And then on the way down to San Diego, the time when you got super high, you put an entire pack of gum in your mouth.
When I'm fucking stoned to the gills and I'm driving, I'm falling asleep, I got a pack of gum going that works the fucking jaw like a hooker giving 10 blowjobs. A hooker ain't gonna fall asleep sucking your dick if she's doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? She's working that fucking jaw. Her whole head's involved. Her eyes are blinking. It's a bad situation, Lisa. Don't look at me like I'm fucked up.
Have you ever had a hooker fall asleep on you?
No, I'm just saying. What the fuck? I never had a fucking hooker fall asleep on me. No, I had one hooker experience, and that was it. I bailed on that fucking thing, hooker experience. So what are you doing Christmas then? We were going to try to do a podcast at 6 o'clock. Christmas Eve, Wednesday, just to fulfill what we do for you people. Then we started thinking about it. I got to tell you something. If we do a podcast at 6, that means it's 9 on the East Coast. I got to be honest with you people. If you guys are watching this podcast Christmas Eve at 9 o'clock on the East Coast, you got problems. It's time for you to fucking look deep within you. You know, and I know some people get lonely and some people need a laugh or whatever, but no. I don't want you people doing this. I want you people going out and enjoying touching people. Get the fuck out of the house. Get the fuck off that fucking computer. Go. Get out. Get some fucking air, you fucks. Smell something. Smell some ass. Go do something. No sitting in because I'm depressed because my grandfather got hit by a truck on this date. Who gives a fuck? Fuck grandpa. He left you the fucking car. That's all that matters. You're alive and kicking. Get out there. Breathe. That's all I ask you. So Lee and I decided we'll do it early. So maybe you can watch it Wednesday at lunchtime if you're on the East Coast. Sit, smoke a fucking number, maybe listen to Led Zeppelin 3. Dig what me and Lee got to say. Maybe we'll get a guest. Maybe we'll have my boy call. I got the second part. I watched a part of it. I DVR'd it and I got it at the house.
Both times I've DVR'd it. Like last time I DVR'd it was fucking women's volleyball. I almost killed somebody today. But no, is Christmas Eve important to you? Because for my entire childhood, I went to this Italian family's house for Christmas Eve, and then now
you were growing up with your family, your dad, your
my
mom.
dad worked with him, and we went every year. They had a guy dressed up as Santa every year. It was great, and they had Italian food. And now Paula, her mom and her cousin, Christmas Eve is more important than Christmas Day. I don't know anything about it. So they do presents at Christmas Eve. They do tamales. I don't know. I'm Jewish. It doesn't.
What do you do when you grew? So you went over to these people's house Christmas Eve.
Every
these
year.
Italians.
Yep.
And then what do you guys do? You go home and stare at each other? There's no tree at your fucking house because you're
No,
Jewish?
I'm Jewish. We had Hanukkah.
So there's no fucking gifts when you went back to your house?
No, they all give. Oh my God, they gave us so many gifts. They're like a richer Italian family. We went home with more gifts than we got at Hanukkah sometimes. They loved us. It was great. It's a shout out if you're on the East Coast to the Lombardos. They have a nightclub and stuff, but technically where my bar mitzvah was. But no, it was great.
I'm going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.